checked my bank account this morning, then I looked out the window. The sky is blue, the birds are loud, and the total cost for this view, $0.00. Let's take a walk. I woke up and I looked at the screen on my phone. I saw the advertisements that wouldn't leave me alone. Buy this jacket and buy this brand new shoe. I put the phone away and decided what to do. I opened up the door and I took a giant breath of the crispy morning air, filling up the chest. It didn't cost a penny and it didn't cost a dime. I'm having a magnificent and very wealthy time. The birds are in the tree and they sing a little song. They do not charge a ticket if you want to sing along. The concert is amazing and the front row seat is free. I'm perfectly delighted with the things that I can see. I'm checking out the window, I'm looking at the view. The sky is painted in a very expensive blue, but I didn't swipe a card, I didn't pay a fee. The very best things in the world are totally free. $0, keep the change, out of the ordinary range, priceless. Hey, 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 hey. I'm walking on the pavement and I'm swinging both my arms. I'm enjoying all the simple and the neighborhood charms. I see a little squirrel running up an oak tree, a tiny little acrobat performing just for me. The wind is blowing gently and it messes up my hair. I'm laughing at the feeling because I do not care. A fancy salon would have charged me for the style, but nature does it better and it makes me want to smile. I left my heavy wallet sitting safely on the desk. I'm leaving the commercial and the very picturesque. I do not need a shopping bag to carry the delight. I'm packing all the happiness inside of my eyesight. I'm checking out the window, I'm looking at the view. The sky is painted in a very expensive blue, but I didn't swipe a card, I didn't pay a fee. The very best things in the world are totally free. $0, keep the change, out of the ordinary range, priceless. Hey, hey, hey. The receipt for the morning is incredibly short. It says a lot of fun and a little bit of sport. The total at the bottom is a giant round zero. I'm feeling like a clever and a very wealthy hero. We run around the city and we work for the cash. We put it in the bank and we put it in the stash. But if you want a feeling that is really top tier, you only have to open up the eye and the ear. The dew is on the grass and it looks like a gem, hanging from the bottom of a little green stem. A diamond in the window of a very fancy store could never give me anything or make me smile more. So put away the credit card and put away the purse. The universe is giving us a wonderful verse. The walk is just beginning and the feeling is grand. I'm walking like a millionaire across the free land. I'm checking out the window, I'm looking at the view. The sky is painted in a very expensive blue, but I didn't swipe a card, I didn't pay a fee. The very best things in the world are totally free. $0, keep the change, out of the ordinary range, priceless. Oh, 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 oh. The mailman came today and he gave me a stack of papers in a bundle and papers in a sack. The water bill, the phone bill, the electricity too. I put them on the table and I tied my walking shoe. I stepped onto the porch and I lifted up the face. The sun was beaming down on the entire neighborhood space. It wrapped me in a blanket made yellow and of heat. It warmed up the shoulders and it warmed up the feet. I thought about the heater that is running in the hall and how the heavy invoice drives me right up the wall. But the giant yellow circle sitting high up in the sky is giving me the bounce in the knee. I'm absorbing all the absolute and free energy. It melts away the worry and it melts away the cold. It is a heavy treasure made of 24 karat gold. The clouds try to block it, but the sun pushes through to paint a little yellow on the top of the blue. I'm walking in the spotlight on a very giant stage. I'm reading the best sentence on a very happy page. A ticket to the tropics is a very high price, but walking in the neighborhood is equally nice. I close the two eyes and I picture a beach. The feeling of a holiday is right in my reach. The sun is shining down, it doesn't send a bill. It warms up the valley and it warms up the hill. The invoice is empty, the balance is a zero. The sunshine is acting like a magnificent hero. Soak it up, vitamin D, the greatest subscription is free. Sunny. The flowers are turning their heads to the heat. They know the best source of the daily upbeat. I copy the daisy and I copy the rose. I'm pointing to the sky with the tip of the nose. If they could put the sunshine inside of a jar, they'd sell it at the market from a very fancy car. But nobody can box it and nobody can sell the wonderful magic of the sunny little spell. The shadows are stretching right across the paved street. I'm moving to the rhythm of the Motown beat. I'm a solar-powered walker on a mission today to chase the cloudy attitude completely away. So cancel the subscriptions that you simply do not need and step into the garden and step into the weed. The sun is doing overtime, the sun is working hard to deliver the happiness right into the yard. The sun is shining down, it doesn't send a bill. It warms up the valley and it warms up the hill. The invoice is empty, the balance is a zero. The sunshine is acting like a magnificent hero. Soak it up, vitamin D, the greatest subscription is free. Sunny. I'm walking on the path and the memory hits. It breaks my serious expression into tiny little bits. I remember the joke that my best friend told. It never gets boring and it never gets old. I let out a giggle and I let out a snort. It's the absolute best of the comedy sport. I throw back the head and I show all the teeth. I'm shaking the sidewalk that is sitting underneath. The people walking by look at me like I am mad, but I am having the best time that I ever had. The muscles in the stomach are starting to crunch. I'm packing the power in a comedy punch. I'm laughing from the belly, I'm laughing from the core. I'm rolling on the imaginary living room floor. It's a free kind of cardio, a happy little shake. The absolute best decision that I could ever make. Dopamine steps, ha ha ha. The funniest walker you saw, laugh out loud. A fancy gym membership costs a lot of cash, but laughing is a party and a free little bash. I'm breathing in heavy and I'm breathing out fast. I'm having an incredible and absolute blast. I remember the time that I wore the wrong shoe. One was a red and the other was a blue. I strutted through the office like a you saw. Laugh out loud. I step to the left and I step to the right. I'm feeling incredibly, wonderfully light. The heavy old worries are falling away. I'm chasing the negative monsters to play. If you drop the remote or you drop the heavy plate, you do not have to settle for an angry little state. You can look at the mess and just chuckle out loud and be the most positive girl in the crowd. The tears are forming in the corner of the eye, but they are the happy tears falling from the sky. My cheeks are hurting from the giant wide grin. I am collecting a wonderful win. So find a funny memory and put it in the head, and take it on the walking path right out of the bed. The cardio is free and the energy is high. I'm waving the serious attitude goodbye. I'm laughing from the belly, I'm laughing from the core. I'm rolling on the imaginary living room floor. It's a free kind of cardio, a happy little shake. The absolute best decision that I could ever make. Dopamine steps, ha ha ha. The funniest walker you saw. Laugh out loud. The world is a very fast and crazy machine, the busiest picture that I've ever seen. The cars are speeding and people are late. They are rushing right past the beautiful gate. The billboards are shouting, you have to buy this. If you do not hurry, you are gonna miss. I look at the sign and I give it a shrug. I'm cozy and happy as a bug in a rug. I found a red button in the palm of my hand. It stops all the rushing across the dry land. I push on the button and the crazy stuff stops. I'm ignoring the ads and ignoring the shops. I'm pressing on the pause, I'm stopping in the track. I'm taking the wonderful, beautiful moment back. I smell the lovely roses, I listen to the breeze. I am doing exactly whatever I please. Take your time, no rush. Listen to the beautiful hush, slow down. I see a big flower on the side of the fence. The color is rich and the color is dense. I lean my head over and I take a deep sniff. I'm standing right here on the edge of the cliff. The fragrance is sweeter than a bottle of spray that costs a whole paycheck to purchase today. I get it for free from the dirt and the root. I'm pausing to look at the beautiful fruit. A luxury life isn't boats and cars. It is having the time to look at the stars, or look at the cloud that is shaped like a dog, or listen to the croak of a muddy old frog. I'm pressing on the pause, I'm stopping in the track. I'm taking the wonderful, beautiful moment back. I smell the lovely roses, I listen to the breeze. I am doing exactly whatever I please. Take your time, no rush. Listen to the beautiful hush, slow down. The clock is ticking, but I hit the loud clock. I put it away in a heavy dark block. I'm walking on my schedule, the pace is my own. I'm the queen of the sidewalk, sitting on the throne. If somebody honks in the busy old street, I do not speed up the pace of the feet. I give them a wave and I keep the cool strut. I'm keeping the door of the panic shut. The absolute greatest and finest of treats are the quiet and ordinary peaceful retreats. A minute of silence, a minute of still is the very best way to swallow the pill. So keep the finger on the heavy pause key and look at the trunk of the giant old tree. The world will keep spinning without any dread while you put the peace right back in the head. I'm pressing on the pause, I'm stopping in the track. I'm taking the wonderful, beautiful moment back. I smell the lovely roses, I listen to the breeze. I am doing exactly whatever I please. Take your time, no rush. Listen to the beautiful hush. Slow down. La 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 da 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 da. The walk is ending and I'm heading to the house. I'm quiet and happy like a little field mouse. I check my pockets and they're totally bare. but I have a treasure to happily share. I didn't buy a ticket and I didn't buy a pass, but I got the VIP access to the grass. I got the sunshine and I got the clean breeze. I collected the wonderful happy keys. They say that you need to be rich to be glad, but that is a rumor and a terrible fad. The joy is free and the movement is free. I am as wealthy as a person can be. I didn't spend a penny, I didn't spend a dime, but I am feeling wealthy in the middle of the time. $1 million is hiding inside of the chest. I am officially feeling my absolute best. Health is wealth, heart is full. I'm feeling the positive pull. So rich, so rich. The heart is pumping a steady and beautiful beat. The blood is traveling down to the feet. A healthy body is a massive estate. I'm walking right through the luxurious gate. I stretched the legs and I cleared the brain. I stood in the sunshine, ignored the rain. I gathered the diamonds of laughter and fun and kept them safe out under the sun. You cannot buy peace on a website page. You cannot order it from a digital stage. You have to step out and you have to let go and walk in the confident, happy flow. I didn't spend a penny, I didn't spend a dime, but I am feeling wealthy in the middle of the time. $1 million is hiding inside of the chest. I am officially feeling my absolute best. Health is wealth, heart is full. I'm feeling the positive pull. So rich, so rich. I see the house and I see the front door. I'm feeling much better than I was before. The bank account numbers did not even move, but I am stuck in the wonderful groove. The richest woman isn't holding a check, she's holding her head up high on the neck. She appreciates everything right in her view, the green of the leaf and the sky that is blue. So take a deep breath and let it fall out. We successfully banished the heavy old doubt. The priceless walk is a total success. I'm cleaning up the invisible mess. Remember the lesson, whenever you stress, the best things in life are the things you possess. The heart and the lungs and the ability to smile will carry you happily mile by mile. I didn't spend a penny, I didn't spend a dime, but I am feeling wealthy in the middle of the time. $1 million is hiding inside of the chest. I am officially feeling my absolute best. Health is wealth, heart is full. I'm feeling the positive pull. So rich, so rich. $1 million, that's what you're worth. Actually, you're priceless. Great job today. See you next time.